Welcome to the very last video for the Christmas Around the World Crochet Along with Bizzy Crochet. First of all, let me thank you so much for spending all of this time with me working on this pattern. I appreciate you devoting that much time to something that I created, and I hope that you love your finished blanket as much as I love mine. And I hope that you enjoyed, more than anything else, the process of creating the blanket. All right, so we are going to work on the Christmas Pickles edging, which I am going to be using both the cream color, and I have been saving this green for the Christmas Pickles from the very beginning. Every time I ran into a spot where I needed to use green, I thought, oh, I want to use that green because it's so pretty, but I knew I was saving it for the Christmas Pickles. That might sound silly, but I think you know what I'm talking about. So I finally get to use my really pretty soft green on my Christmas pickle edging. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started with that, which is round 94. And we are going to start our corner with a chain 1 single crochet, chain 3 single crochet in the corner. One of our usual starts. And then we're going to, okay, so what we're doing on this row is we are establishing the pickle pattern. I'm just going to call it the pickle pattern because I really don't know what else to call it at this point. So we are going to be establishing the humps that we're going to be creating later. So we're starting with chaining. Chain 3. Always remember to keep your chains loose. And then we are going to skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and we'll single into the next. And that's just a one-time thing right there. We are going to, actually, it's not really a one-time thing. We are going to be repeating that pattern, but I needed to get you to this point so that we can start the repeat. So the repeat goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Skip 1, 2, 3, 4, single. So your repeat is going to be at this point. Now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and single. Your repeat's going to be chain 5, skip 4, single, chain 3, skip 3, single. So essentially what you're doing is you're creating one big loop and one little loop right after that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip 4, single. 1, 2, 3, skip 3, single. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, single. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, single. Now this is going to take your brain power on all 4 sides. There really is not an easy way around this. There's not really a way for me to say, I mean, of course you could go through and mark off where all of the singles go in, but to be honest with you, it's just easier to just sing the song. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip 2, 3, 4, single. 1, 2, 3, skip 2, 3, single. So, I mean, however you work your way through it, it's going to be chain 5, skip 4, single, chain 3, skip 3, and single. All the way across. Now, when you get to the other side, because you're going to do that particular repeat where it's the 5 and then the 3, 22 times. When you get over to this end where that repeats stops, you know, because after you do the 3, it's going to have you do the 5 one more time. So you'll skip 1, 2, 3, 4, you'll single. And then it says to chain 3, skip 3. So that's going to be chain 3, skip the last 3, and then you'll do your single, chain 3, single in the corner. So that's how you'll end that side. But sorry, I keep running into my wire here. Don't mean to keep moving the camera, but just keep going across. This is the establishing row. The next row is where we're going to have a little bit more fun. All right, I'll meet you back here. Slip stitch to your first single crochet, and remember, it's chain 5, skip 4, chain 3, skip 3. All righty, see you soon. All right, round 94 is completed. We're going to move on to round 95. I hope you didn't clip your color because we're going to keep working with this green. Slip stitch into the first chain 3 space and do your corner again. Going to be single crochet, chain 3, single crochet. All right, now here's where we're going to start creating our humps or our pickles. In this first single crochet, put a single crochet. In the first chain 3, put a single crochet. And now in this chain 5 space, you're not going to be working into this single crochet or this single crochet anymore. They're kind of out of our scope until we get to the next corner. You're going to put 11 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and scoot it over, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. All right, it all fits in that chain 5 space rather nicely. So following the instructions 23 times, I want you to do, so starting with this chain 3 space, this is your repeat 23 times. Single crochet into the chain space, 11 double crochets in the chain 5 space. So single into the next chain 3, 11 doubles in the next chain 5. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm just going to count those real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, okay. All right, single into the chain 3 space. So basically, you're just going to be creating all these fans going across, or pickles is what I'm calling them. And each chain 3 gets a single, each chain 5 gets 11 doubles. And then when you get over to your opposite corner, you're going to be finishing off with a single into this last chain 3 space and a single into your last single, and then you'll do your corner as usual. All right, so go ahead, complete this round, because you're going to be singling into this last one. Go ahead and slip stitch into your first, and don't cut off your green after this round. We're going to do one more round of green before we switch over. Okay, so finish this up. This will take you a little bit, and I'll see you on round 96. All right, we are ready to start round 96, and we're going to be doing our corner just a little bit differently. So chain 3, double crochet, chain 3, and 2 double crochets in this corner. And then we're going to double into 2. Go ahead and chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you're going to skip 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Single in the next. Chain 3. Skip 3. Single in the next. Now chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you're going to skip 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Single in the next. 1, 2, 3. Skip 3. And single in the next. So we're basically doing what we did down here, up here, and we're reversing where the chain 5 or larger, where we put our double crochets into to make the pickle itself. They're just changing locations, so you're going to be doing your humps opposite of where these are right now. They won't stack one on top of each other, they'll be offset. So your chain 3 is going to go across the top 5 double crochets of each of the humps, and you'll skip and putting a single into the beginning and the last. All right, so that's your repeat across basically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then there is a larger skip. It's not going to be 4, obviously. It's going to be 7 this time. So the last 3, the single in the middle, and the first 3. And then chain 3 and skip 3, single, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and single, but chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip 3, and single, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so this should be fairly simple for you to be able to work across. It's going to remain the same all the way around. You will end this each side the way you started it, where you are skipping the last 4 and chaining 5, and you'll double crochet into the last 2 single crochets, and then do your corners as 2 double crochet, chain 3, 2 double crochet. Slip stitch into the first, or I should say the chain 3, which is your first double crochet of the round when you get over here. And after this round, you can go ahead and cut off your green, because we're going to be using white. All right, here we go. We're going to start round 97. And we are going to begin that with a single crochet, chain 3, single crochet in the corner. And now go ahead and single into the first 4 double crochets of this round. 3 and 4. Okay, we are going to now chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now in the top of this fan here, working in front of this chain. So we're going to be, you know, kind of bringing all of this to the back and bringing this to the front. We are going to put a 6 double crochet bobble into the center double crochet of these 3 right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is just like the sheep. Okay, so you've already done this one. Now yarn over and pull all the way through, pushing your bobble to the front. Now chain 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Skip everything and put another bobble in here. So essentially this round is going to just be making chain 9s and putting a bobble in front of this into the center double crochet. Okay, each one of these fans is going to look like this. Okay, let's do that again. So making sure that your chain and all of that is behind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Pull through all and chain 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Skipping everything in between and working in the front. Do another bobble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And chain 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, I'm just going to pull that through so we can look at this. Now, when we go through this again, all of this is going to be covered up, because when we do these loops on the next round, all of these white chains here are going to be covered up with the double crochets that we're going to do in the chain 5 spaces, okay? So yes, you do kind of have two things going on here. It's okay that it looks like that. There's a purpose for it, and it will get covered up in the next round, okay? So don't worry about that, just keep going on. And your corner is going to end up just like you started. So you'll have your bobble in your last fan. You'll chain 4, single in the last 4, and then do your single, chain 3, single in your corner. Alrighty, so I'm going to meet you up at the very end of this round, slip stitch to your first single crochet, and go ahead and cut off the white, because we're going to be done using it after this round, and we'll go back to our green. Well, all right, here we are, the very, very last round of the 2019 Christmas Around the World Crochet Along. So we're going to go ahead and start this round with a single crochet, chain 3, single crochet in our corner. I'm a little bit sad that this is going to be our last round, but I'm so proud of you. If you've made it this far, congratulations. And thank you so much for working with me through this blanket. I just appreciate it so much. All right, so we're going to single crochet into the first 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now working around both chains from both round 96 and round 97, we're going to put 5 double crochet into or around those chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, now we're going to single crochet into the chain 3 space behind the bobble, which is going to be this guy back here. All right, single crochet into the chain 3 space happening behind this bobble. And then in the next set, working both of them together, do 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Boy, that feels like a lot towards the end there, doesn't it? Okay, and then you can just kind of move them around. And then what I do is I just kind of play with my bobble and pull on it, because the chains still move inside all of that. But just to kind of get it where I want it and, you know, make sure that it's a nice round bobble. And so that's what you're going to continue to do all the way across, is put 11 double crochets around both of the chains from round 96 and round 97. And when you get to the bobble, in the chain 3 space behind it, you're going to put 1 single crochet, okay, to basically anchor your pickle down. All right, let's do one more pickle together. So 11 double crochets around both of those 3, 4, 5. I got a few ends to tuck in here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And then in the chain 3 space behind the bobble, single crochet to anchor it. All right, and this is what our lovely border is going to be. I fell in love with this when I saw the sample online, and I knew I just had to put it on this blanket. It makes such a pretty border. I hope that you have fun finishing up the rest of your Christmas pickle border, and I hope that you've enjoyed this blanket. Please let me know in the comments if you've had fun, and thanks so much for working with me. Go ahead and finish this up. Once you get to this side and you slip stitch to that, you're all done. Thanks for working on this blanket with me. We'll see you in the next crochet along.